I don't think that the pay meter has run out at all, because what we look at is we're looking at an all-access approach, as Michael's talking about, and it's not about the pay meter. But I do believe what it's done for us is, in our case, we had a tremendously high number of our subscribers actually tell us this is the right move. And it helped our brand. I mean, people actually saw that there was a great value in what we were doing, and they appreciated that. But what it also does is it forces us, as part of the evolution of being a local media company, is that if we're going to continue with this approach, then we have to continue to understand where the consumer is headed, and we need to iterate and develop new products and new niches faster and to those particular audiences.
What I'd add about young people is that we have this image of them only utilizing free products, but young people subscribe to a lot of things. My kids, who are very young, adults, professionals, so they subscribe to Netflix. Apple has opened up this whole universe of getting people used to instantaneous purchase online because they've taken the friction out of the purchasing process. There's lots of things that young people subscribe to. And what we need to do is make our content of a quality and a nature that's interesting enough for them to want to subscribe to us. And the genius of the pay meter is when you go to a mobile website of any of our newspapers, it doesn't present itself as paid. They can consume all of our section fronts, all of our home pages, all of our photos, our videos is all free. So there's plenty of chance to interact with them, get them involved, and if the quality wins out, they've proven they're willing to subscribe to things.
The fact is that there are so many new and different ways for disseminating content. We think, just as you think you're getting a sense of how the public's doing it, you're starting to see patterns about mobile versus tablet versus desktop. You can almost tell when a story was big by when it had its numbers, by which platform it got its numbers on. It was computers, that was during the day, tablets at night. And then the next thing you see is the iPad mini and the Samsung Big
and
phone.
the Kindle.
And it's the Kindle, they're 1 inch apart from each other, and you kind of go, well, wait a minute, which is that, and what's that going to be? And a year from now, it's going to be different. So I think we're going to be following. We're not going to tell them when to stop reading newspapers. They're going to tell us, and they have all the time in the world.
All right.